What is going on, Dent Tent family? It's me, Dave, your favorite dent repair specialist, coming to you from here, from the Dent Tent. Today, I'm going to show you how I turn something like this into something like this. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me today. We're going to go through the process of taking out this really sharp, gnarly dent on this BMW. It's right across the body line, as you guys can see. First of all, I'm starting off here. I'm securing the trunk there. So I put a little rod and I got a little tie down there to secure the dent while I'm going to be working on it. As you guys can see, I'm pulling out, this is one of my second to longest rods that I have in my bucket there. This dent is going to take a ton of leverage and a ton of pressure to work back out. I don't know if you guys caught it there. I put a little bit of a red tip there. It's a red rubber tip I put on the end of the rod there. So when I'm making my pushes, they're really soft on the metal. You do not want to put something stiff and sharp against another sharp dent. You're going to end up breaking the paint and the dent will go sideways really, really fast. Trust me on that one, you guys. Alright, see me here working on it. I'm starting it from the bottom and I'm working it up. Like I said, this dent's so sharp, you gotta bring it out very, very slow. So what you'll see me doing here is working out the middle and then knocking down the ridges around it. So, and then I'm warming it up in between there. You guys see me with the heat gun there. Now heat is really, really important. You gotta keep the metal and more importantly, the paint warm while I'm working the metal back out. So what it does is it keeps the paint more malleable, it keeps it from cracking, and it keeps it intact. So you definitely don't want to do this with a cold panel. You'll break the paint and your job will be ruined. You guys see me using different tap knockdowns there. I have 4 or 5 different levels of knockdowns depending on what I'm using them for. Each one of them is specific for the type of damage that I'm working on. It goes from really soft tips to intermediate to really sharp and precise knockdowns. Alright, you guys see how that trunk is flexing so much? I was putting so much pressure on that dent to get it working out that it was twisting the whole trunk, and it was making me really nervous because it's just attached to that rear glass. And I was afraid that I was just going to put way too much stress on that glass and end up breaking it. So I was trying to figure out how to brace this trunk again. So I went to the chop saw. I had a 2x4 laying around the shop and I cut it exactly to the right size of that opening of the trunk to give it an extra brace there on the bottom corner to allow me to put as much pressure as I want on that dent to get it out. So without this step, there's no way that this dent was not coming out. It's getting warm at the shop, guys. Heat up. So we go, we're repeating the process. You see how that line's tightening up there? And I'm moving to a smaller tap. You guys notice how much less that trunk is moving around? I'm putting extreme amount of pressure and leverage to work that metal back out. You guys see how that little line closes up? I'm using a little bit of a smaller knockdown. See, that's the bigger one there. Still working. Now, a little backstory on this car. The customer brought it in. He's a repeat customer. He backed into something really sharp. I'm not sure what it is, because that dent is not the only spot where it's dented on this car. It's dented all the way down into the trunk. The trunk was pretty buckled in as well. So he gave me a call. There's my neighbor coming to talk to me. I'm just chit-chatting with him a little bit. And so yeah, he gave me a call. He set up an appointment, and I told him I could knock it out for him. So here we go. You guys seeing it's getting a little bit further down the line. I ended up taking the tip off my rod, using a little bit of more sharper rod till we come out to a final finish, and you guys will see the final results here shortly. Alright guys, and here we are. It turned out great. So if you guys ever bang up your cars and don't want to run through an insurance claim, give me a call, shoot me a text, let me know what we're taking care of. I'll get you an estimate and schedule up an appointment and get you taken care of that very day. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Until next time, you guys take it easy.